Hi, what's up, guys? Node here. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing about for loops for noobs. So let's get started with the video. So let's first understand what is for loops. So before you get started, you should understand that for loop is only used in list. So you need to understand list. So if you don't understand list, pause this video, go learn about list and understand what list, because list is very important to understanding for loop. So let's get started. So what is for? It is just a name that it is a name referring to for loop. And x, it is a variable. So don't be confused while looking at this x, because sometimes some YouTube videos you watch, they use variables like x, but they don't print anything out here. So just for example, I printed here x, but they will do like hello world, and they will print that. So it will print hello world 5 times, and so you will think, why is x not in use? So don't be confused. This x does not need to be in used, but it's a variable. Just don't try to find meaning in this word for x in range 5. Please don't try to find meaning in this line. You will not find meaning. So let's get started. So for x in, from I understand in as send it. So send x in range 5. So the foremost important thing, what is range? So range is that function. So what is a function? Function is like type of machine. So go to a if I make a machine, and this is range machine. So what does this machine do? So if you put 5 here, this machine will do its work, and it will give you an output like a mixer. So if you put your fruit, it will give you juice, like that. So if you put 5, it will give you 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 5, so it will give 5 terms. So you can see 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what range function do. There are a lot of steps to this. So for example, so you can use start stop step. So don't confuse, just first understand what I'm doing here. So range 5. So you might see that they, yeah, in YouTube videos they use like they for x in range 5. So what does this mean? I will explain. So what will happen if I print this? So it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as I said, range is an function that makes a list. So if you have done your homework, you have understand what's list are. So and range is a function that creates list. So let me explain you on this chart. So what does this code is doing is that when I go here, so it first, let's make a list, because the range 5 is making a list of 5 terms. List, this is 2, this is 3, and this would be 4. So what I'm doing is I'm sending x in this list of range, a range of list. So list, so first x goes from here to here, and x becomes, I mean, x says I'm 0, and from there it will go to another room, and it will say I am 1, and it will go to the another room, and it will say I'm 2, and it will go to another room, and it will say I'm 3. So anything you send there, it will x will be that number or anything. So I don't mean it should always be number. So let's print. So first, oops, sorry, let's remove this. Let's print, and let me show you. So first x went to 0. Since we printed x, it printed 0. And from there, it again went back to list number room number 2, room number 1. So it went here, and I said print x. So what are you? What's your name, x? And it said I'm 1. And it went to 2, and I asked again and asked x, what is your name? And it said it's 2. So likewise, you can understand so how it's going. mm, you don't need to always use this range function. You can actually make a list yourself. You can start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even do this, because the only thing a range function is doing is that It's just making a list, which you can also make yourself. So I can also do 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 7, 7, 9, sorry, and I can say print that. So first x went to 2 and x was 2. So x was printed as 2, x went to 3 and it is 3, x went to 4, it is 4 and it is printed. So why are for loops important? So for loops are important to iterate something many times. So maybe this is a list you don't want. So oh, let's do an examples. Maybe you want to say hello world 10 times. So you can say 10 times and say hello world, and you can print it. So it will print it, hello world 10 times because x went to because x went to this room. So let's do 5 because it will be easy to understand. So when I print, so it will print hello world 5 times. So first x went to number 0, but I didn't ask x what is your name or anything. I said print hello world. So in this room he said, he printed hello world. Therefore hello world was printed one time. X went to room number 2, and I didn't ask what X name was, but I asked X please print hello world, and X printed hello world. So likewise, this is how loops work and for loops work in Python. So let's see for the example of this. So this is apple, orange, grape. So this is a list. So I can make copy. You don't need to use anything. You can make your own list. You can even do this, but this will be very hard to look. So let's say fruits equals to this list, and for x in fruits. Now what I can do is I can print every fruit names. So first, oh look, I will make it very easy to understand. So I made a list and I said x in fruits and print x. So what will it do? It will print every apple because x went to where is the because x went to this room, and when I said what is your name x, it said my name is apple. X went to another room. What is your name x? I printed x and it said my name is orange. X went to this, it says watermelon. So likewise I printed every list of fruits. So let me explain what I am doing here. So why did it print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So to understand this, sorry, mm, let's remove this old example. Welcome back. So let me make clear what will this do. So if I do this, it will go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So why is this? So you can look at this table and understand this very easily. So let me show you the output. So you can see output is right here. So first of all, x went to I think I shouldn't use this because I will change this to the actual list 3, 4. So just understand that range 5 and this list is the same thing. Don't get confused about that. So what's happening here is, oh, let me show you the proof. So it's printed the same thing. So first x went to 0, 0. So when x went to 0, I didn't ask him name. What I did is x, now add +1 and tell me your name. So what code goes from right to left, just understand that. So when x went to, so x is 0 right now because x name is 0, 0 plus 1, and it goes from right to left. So 0 plus 1 is 1 and x became 1. So when I asked print 1, print what is your name x, it said my name is 1. So this one iteration was complete. Now x went to 1, so now x is 1. So 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So print x, what is your name x, my name is 2. So it went like that. So this is all you need to understand about This is all you need to understand about for loops.